It's getting steamy in here because I'm a happy girl. Anyone knows that the way into this Italian girl's heart is with some fresh pasta. That is why my next guest is giving me some butterflies. Stuart Lane is the executive chef at Spinasse, an award-winning Northern Italian restaurant on Capitol Hill. Welcome to New Day.
Thanks for having us.
I'm excited because you're going to teach us how to make pasta today. But what is it called?
Yeah, so this is Cavatelli. This is like in the shape of gnocchi, like potato gnocchi is what people usually are expecting. But this has a little bit of a different texture, and it's really easy to make. Instead of having to worry about like cooking potatoes and like getting it just right and then ricing it and do all that stuff, you literally put flour in a bowl, which you guys have the recipe, and then water, mixing it together, kneading it for like a few minutes, and then doing what we're about to do.
So you say it's easy, but he brought the dough so that we can try it. All right. So you put a little,
just a little bit of flour, and this is like 00 flour, but if it was, you know, if it was all-purpose flour, that would be fine as well. Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't have my rolling pin. That's the thing.
It's right here. I got you. I got you. Did you see how I'm sorry that you didn't see how I grabbed that, like my grandma would when she would be like, you know, my great grandma.
So all I'm doing is, it doesn't matter so much the exact thickness that I roll it out to, because if you like it thicker or thinner or whatever, like you like a bigger one or a smaller one, this is a very forgiving dough. So I would say, you know, I never have like put a ruler next to it, but I would say maybe it's like 1/4 of an inch thick or something. So I just do this, right? Yep. And it never looks that perfect. And then I just got cut strips. Okay, so again, however wide you want to do, or you can go this way, you know.
I like that you said it never really looks that perfect, so that's good for me to know. Because I get home and I'm like, wow, that looks like horrible.
Yeah, and don't look how not perfect I'm cutting these right now. But yeah, so you just cut them into strips like this.
All right.
And then kind of line them up.
Line them up.
And you take as much or as little flour as you need. Okay. Right? And then just cut little squares.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to cut maybe different sizes to kind of show you the things you can do, but they're kind of like chiclet size.
Chiclet.
You know, just like little squares.
Okay.
And if they're at all a rectangle, they're just garbage. You might as well throw them away.
Really?
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's silly. It's like so forgiving. It doesn't matter that much.
Okay, now what?
So then you just take these little squares.
All right.
And then you have to do this on this like very specific wood.
What's it called?
This is like gnocchi board is probably what you'd buy it under. But I'm just kidding. You can also use a fork. You don't have to use this fancy board.
All right,
but this is it. You basically just like put the little square on, right? Mm-hmm. And then just roll it like this.
Away from you.
And then roll it like
I'm going to try it. Can I try it?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me get a rectangle one because I like things that are not perfect. Okay, so like this?
Yeah.
Roll it like this.
Yeah. And then just roll one more time. You just keep going. That's it.
Ah, I made one.
And then you can buy a Cavatelli maker, but we've had terrible luck with it. Is like
so you roll all these at your restaurant?
Yeah, anyone that comes to the restaurant has it. All of these are handmade. All of the, everything is like.
So now don't be
totally done by hand, and it's like the Cavatelli machines. It's just they always are weird. They always make these like ones that are like this and stuff. So we just like quit on that, and we're just like we're just gonna make our lives the hardest. Okay,
I don't want to buy that.
Same thing. You just take like a little bit of flour, maybe if you need it, however much you need. And just like
put it on the fork.
Like that.
Oh, look at that, you
and
guys.
then roll over. So it's like a little bit like larger.
Can we do it one more time for the camera, the close up?
And it's good for the sauces and everything to kind of like grasp.
So you just do this just like I did before, and look at that.
Easy. So it's good to do this with like a partner, or I have a 4-year-old, and this is the kind of thing that she likes, where she'll do it. I mean, she'll also just mash all these into one ball. But when she can take one, one and actually do it, it's like she has like nice little thumbs for it. You know, it's like very good.
All right, so you've got some food here plated up. So I have to say, Spinasse it's known for your sauces, right?
Yeah, well, pasta and the things that get sauce with it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And usually it's like the tyrine, which is an egg yolk and 00 flour pasta. That's like our thing, because Spinasse is a Piemontese restaurant. Yeah. But the nice thing about the Cavatelli is it's very versatile. You can do like meat, you can do.
So so what do I got here?
This is Ragu. So this is beef and pork with a bunch of vegetables cooked forever. This is just
Ragu.
Yeah. So this is like your classic like meat kind of sauce with tomato paste and red wine and everything.
That reminds me of childhood. My grandmother from my father's side, who's Northern Italian, used to make Ragu.
This is great.
So as I'm eating this, tell me about the restaurant.
And then you want a little cheese on it?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, please don't short me on it. Tell me about the restaurant and about Artusi, which is next door, right?
Okay. So Spinasse has been around since 2008, and we are a Piemontese restaurant, which just from the region of Piemonte in Italy. So it's like in the northwest. It's very cold and has a bunch of fresh pasta. And then Artusi is kind of more broadly Italian. So that is, we usually do like kind of north and some central, but every now and then we veer south. So we kind of like open up the possibilities there for what we can do. So it's a little bit like more fun. And we just, got written up in the New York Times, which is incredibly nice. You know, it's like you work super hard.
Oh, it looks well deserved, honestly. After tasting that ragu, which I don't know who can, like, Italian food is funny because it's like, sometimes you pay a lot of money and it's not that great. What is the secret for doing Italian food well? Because this is not just ragu. This is like, I'm going to take us another bite, actually.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, Italian food is, you know, you're doing the KISS principle. You're keeping it simple, stupid, and seasonality. So it's like, don't go too crazy on, like, adding, you know, garnishes and all this stuff.
Okay.
And do it as seasonally as possible. And this dish is like a mushroom ragu. It's kind of similar. It has onions and garlic, cremini mushrooms, maitakes. This is from Frank's Produce. I know you're about to talk to Frank. He's our guy.
He's your supplier.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff for us. He does a lot of stuff for us.
Dude, that's street cred right there.
Yeah, and
that is
great.
Street cred.
He is great. He is so nice to work with.
Okay, so this is mushrooms and what else?
So this is onions, garlic, mushrooms, and then I'll cook a little bit. So the other nice thing about Cavatelli is it's really easy for you. You can do this like what we did, and then put it in the freezer. Okay. Right, and then once it's frozen, put it in a bag.
Cook quickly?
It'll sit for months, and probably takes, from frozen, obviously it's going to take a little bit longer. Maybe that's like 6 or 7 minutes. But this is blanched and shocked, so we just blanched it previously. Okay. So it's like a quicker, you know, pickup for the restaurant. Okay. You know, thing. But we're just going to put this in the water. All right. Put a bunch in. And then I'm going to add a little bit of butter to this.
Okay. This already smells heavenly.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit of vinegar.
Oh, I like a little vinegar.
So this is just like a little bit of Barolo vinegar, so I'm just going to put a couple drops just for seasoning. I don't want it to taste like it's been pickled or anything like that. But
no, just for a little bit of seasoning. Okay. All right. Is that almost done?
Yeah, and then, see, this is the nice thing is like that ragu is very fine, and these mushrooms are very chunky. Both things go well with the Cavatelli.
Okay. All right.
So you're going to drain off most of this water.
Okay. And you're going to just dump it right in there. And it's okay to get the pasta water in there. Oops, right? Yeah. Because you want that kind of mixture, don't you?
Yeah, it's nice to kind of like make some sauces a little bit creamy.
Put it in my bowl, please.
Yeah, and then, you know, we should taste it again. This is how you make sure that everything's good.
Before you take it to me at my table.
Pretty good. Okay.
I'm holding my plate. Please feed me.
Making a mess.
Please
and then I'm going to burn your face a little bit.
No, you're fine.
Do that.
I need my, okay.
And then this on top.
Oh, yes.
I just go crazy.
Okay, yeah, do it. I'm always like more. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put this down. So
this is maybe a little bit big of a portion. So this is like for two
just
people.
Just so you know.
This is not for,
what you're
this
getting.
is like, you know, a nice lunch size for one person. No, this is pretty big.
Oh, God, man. High five. This is delicious. You really do know when to win my heart. This pasta is phenomenal. Thank you so much for bringing all this here.
Thanks for having us.